Hi, everybody. Welcome to the weekly wrap up. I'm Emily, host of She's Speaking, and that's Kendrick. He's the host of I Cannot. Are you ready, Kendrick?
Ooh. You know what? First attempt.
First attempt, first try. That we just rehearsed that one time. That's all we did. We did it right before he came on.
Literally.
Kendrick, we're so matchy coordinated with our pinkness.
I know. You know, I love a pink shirt, a pink hat, a pink anything.
Love it.
Can I just tell you, I'm a big Aveeno body mist person now.
Body mist.
So I shine up right before. I got these shirts where I like to, show the tattoos off. So, I was like, why not pink? The Cowboys play today. I got on my pink and it's like a tie-dye, all kind of pink and Easter colored hat. It's a good Sunday.
No, pink is Sunday. Pink is my, and I know it's so like basic bitch, but pink is my favorite color. So
I mean, as I've gotten older, I've really like grown attached to it. And you know what? And when I was a kid, I used to always love seeing the black boys, like the celebrities in pink, like Cameron, that whole era, like everyone like popping out in pink.
Yes.
I was like, ooh, I love this. I love it.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I forgot about this, but I think my sister might have reminded me because I was like, I know I'm so into pink lately. She's like, you've always been into pink. She's like, when you were in college, I looked at your closet and it was literally just like all pink tops.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of gross. I don't love that.
Why not though?
Okay, so Kendrick, as we know, was out of town, and I asked him for permission if I could share this. Because one of my favorite things about Kendrick going out of town is when I wake up to text messages that he sent me the night before when he was out. This is the text I woke up to. This was sent at 12:08 a.m.
Which means 2:08. 3:08 where I was. Yes.
He says, Emily, I kid you not. A random girl, in parentheses, the accent gave Russian, walked up to me on the middle of the dance floor, double tapped me on the center of my chest and asked, got any cocaine? Emily, all in caps, I must give off a vibe. Then the next text, okay, update. Me and the Russian are friends now. Then he goes, okay, another update. All these people I've been dancing and flirting with are, I don't want to say the name of the artist, but the VMAs were happening when he was there. So, and for one of the artists that performed at the VMAs, and he's like, they had to Philly, then Canada. They were here for the VMAs.
A mess of a time. Honestly, how does this keep? I feel like I must give off a vibe.
I don't get it. No, I actually don't.
Me neither.
I don't understand it.
But you don't give
off that vibe. You don't.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'm like, well, maybe it's the cities I go to. Like, maybe I'm just like the only one literally like not doing it. Maybe that's what it is. You know what? That could be true because I do always feel like I'm the only one that's not like. Whenever I walk into a room, I'm like, "Oh, y'all having fun? Okay, don't mind me. I'm just over here.
I'm just over here."
Right?
Did you bring your hat? You definitely should have brought your hat.
I didn't have it on that night, but I did. That's my new travel hat. So shout out to Grady. Grady gave me a hat that says, "Oh, it's literally right here." I did not plan this. It says, "Oh, no Coke for me. I just wanted to be in this tiny bathroom with you." So that works for my life. Thank you.
Leah asked me where I got this sweatshirt. And I am embarrassed about how expensive this sweatshirt is. It is Aviator Nation. I got my first Aviator Nation sweatshirt on my birthday when I went down to Orange County for like my little weekend. And it was one of those things where I was too embarrassed to be like, oh, never mind, I'm not going to buy this. Because I went into a boutique and I was like, oh my God, I love this sweatshirt. Ooh. And then
I'm on the website right now. I'm like looking around now. I'm like, ooh.
And then she was ringing, and then she rang up my total, and I was like, I'm so sorry. What was that?
But at that point, you'd gone too far. You were too
I'm
far
like, what am I going to do? Be like, never mind, and walk away. Like, she's already rung it up. And I was like, love that price point. Love it.
I'm like, oh, this is actually on sale. This is so cheap. Oh my god! And then you go and cry in the car, like, oh god.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had to
afford
save
my
face.
rent.
I had to save face. But it is quite expensive. Aviator Nation has a ton of stuff though. If you do get a bright one, because I got the first one I got was purple. If you they didn't have this in the store that I was at, I would have gotten this if I could have. Listen, this will dye anything else in the wash with your stuff. If you don't, like, you need to wash this thing like 40 times before you can put it anywhere near a light gray.
Ooh,
because I dyed some pants. I dyed some pants purple.
See, that's the kind of tip when I love those kind of tips. Like I love for people, if I ask where something comes from, like tell me the brand. Okay, that's all you want to tell me. Okay, fine. Or some people don't like to tell you at all. That's the kind of stuff I like to know. Because if I ruin a ton of other clothes, especially my favorite clothes, because I bought this one expensive thing that you would just assume like, oh, it's expensive. It won't ruin all my other clothes, but it's like, oh no, bitch, yes I will. Yes,
and I mean, I thought it was putting it with light colors, but apparently this dye does not mess around. And it even says like there's like a whole explanation on the tag. It says like this'll what does it say? Like something like this'll get more rad over time and it'll like fade away or something. But I'm like,
don't love that language.
I'm like, you need to.
Don't love that language, but okay. Like, no, bitch, tell me what it's gonna do to my clothes, okay?
That's too misleading. That's what the fuck does that even mean?
Right. Like,
okay.
Excuse me.
Rude. Jeez. Okay. Let's talk. We're gonna be talking about Salt Lake City today.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about Salt Lake City today. Now, I'm assuming you watched and everything. I kept sending Kendrick all these like, have you watched this yet? Have you watched that yet? And I'm like, he's out of town, Emily. You have to stop.
Because like literally I would have watched season 2 of Beauty and Black like 9 times by now, but I literally have only gotten through like 5 episodes and I love that show. It genuinely, okay, y'all know I pride myself on recommendations. I need you to know if you haven't watched Beauty and Black, it's genuinely like one of the worst made shows ever in history, but it is such mess. It's one of those things where like people ask you, do you like this show? And you're like, oh, it's my favorite. I'm like, I didn't say it was good. It's my favorite is what I said. So
fair.
Take that with a grain of salt. But once you get into it, it's such just ridiculous mess. But I say all that to say I'm only 5 episodes into the new season, and normally I would have watched it like 1,000,000 times by now. So yes, I'm behind on everything, but I prioritize Salt Lake City even before I knew we were going to talk about it because I love those girls.
Right? Because we love this, because we know it's going to be entertaining because it's just it's so random. So to kind of catch us up where we left the ladies,
yes,
Heather goes through like what the update is. So Meredith can't stand Brittany. Fair, honestly, fair. Brittany what's crazy is that Brittany still does not understand that what she was doing with being like, no, she was throwing up in her room and no, like that was just weird and like drop it and just stop it already. But then all she keeps remembering is she's like, you turned on me so fast on the van.
After you're recording the people. Yes.
It's like she still thinks that makes her like a bitch. She's like, I'll get to that scene. Hold on. I'll get to that scene in a second. Heather is not a fan of Bronwyn. Well, that's, I forgot about that. But I love that Mary is unclear. We don't know. We're not 100% sure.
It's one of the great mystiques of the show. It's why we watch.
Exactly.
You never know.
But Angie, Whitney, Bronwyn, those 3 are all not getting along with Lisa. But I don't think Lisa knew she wasn't on good terms with Angie. Because so Lisa's not at the trip. Yes. She does not go on the trip. And so they flash back to Lisa FaceTiming with Angie. And I don't think Lisa would have been saying what she was saying to Angie if she knew that Angie was like not on her side.
And she was calling to invite her on a trip too. So that I get that. Okay, yeah. I
Because
didn't even clock that. Okay.
well, I mean, it's what's so ridiculous is that Lisa goes, I don't want to spend the night with Bronwyn. She's a pathological liar. She can't tell the truth. And Angie goes, not even for one day. And she goes, also, I have a work thing. Like you don't.
Like, just start with that. Just
like
let's go
if
with
you
that.
you need to lead with that for me to believe that
Yeah.
that's what it was. You can't lead with I'm not going to spend the night with Bronwyn, and then by the way, yes, I actually have a work thing. But Lisa's going into this season from after because she had a bad reunion. I even made fun of her.
Okay.
Sorry, we had to pause for a photo. Sorry, everyone's like, did we lose them? Are they gone?
Nope.
I lost my train of thought. Damn it! Every time you take a picture, I get so distracted. I'm like, what do I do? How do I pose?
I know, I gotta pose.
What do I?
It's about Lisa.
It's about Lisa. Oh yeah, so she had a bad reunion, and she came into my DMs all mad at me because I had made a post making fun of her at the reunion.
Yes,
and so she knew that she needed to like kind of game plan and strategize. So her strategy was this season. I'm a little too busy for this show. Yeah. So and I watched Lisa went on Chicks in the Office, and I watched that before I watched the actual premiere. So I kind of got to see what Lisa's like press talking points were. And she's on Chicks in the Office. She's like, well, look, a lot of people like don't know that I have so many things outside of the show because like I usually just put everything on hold and resume when we wrap. But like this year I needed balance. So I just like said yes to stuff. And then she also kept saying the same. I think depth and dimension is very important. I think depth and dimension. She kept saying that over and over again. And so she's going with this like which is kind of an unbeatable strategy for the other people that are trying to come at her because you can't fuck with that.
Right.
It's annoying, but it's like, oh wow, well done. Like, what are we supposed to do now? Yep. She's talking about Ben Affleck and what's her face and what's her name? What's her name again? Blair.
Blake.
No. Blake. Yeah. Blair.
I'm thinking a picture. I'm like, who is that?
I know. I'm like, what? I literally could not remember her name. That's amazing. Actually, I'm happy to know that I forgot her name for a second. Right. Blake Lively. But yeah, so that is like what Lisa's like storyline is this season. And she let us know ahead of time. And then she's even saying like, that's what she tells. A lot of people don't know that I have a lot going on. Okay. Like, got it. Like, cool.
Well, let's talk about that because that's a good strategy, like to not get blamed by the other women. But that's a dangerous game, Lisa. That's a danger in a world where we've gotten rid of Vicky Gunvalson, Nene Leakes, potentially Teresa Giudice. Like OGs are dropping by the wayside. Like what you never want to do is have someone like a Brittany who is very ingrained in this cast as a friend of right now. You never want to let them like think they can, oh, well, we can get rid of this salary over here and bring this other person, bump her up full time and we'll be okay. You got to make yourself like the reason why, and I don't want to sound like a Teresa apologist, like one of the reasons why Teresa lasted so long is because literally she kind of made that show center around her for years and years and years. So it was like, we can't imagine if I go to jail, well, you just got to pause the show because what else are these girls going to do? It's a strategy and it's one that works. So you gotta be careful with that, Lisa. That's a dangerous path to go down.
Oh yeah. I actually think that it's a bad strategy for like longevity on the show. And I saw people, I saw the rumor that someone said that Lisa was holding out for more money.
Oh,
and that's why she missed. But I think that it's like Bravo or NBC or whoever is the one deciding it. They do like the same pace scale. Yeah. Just like every year it's like the same bump, and it's like that's just what it is. We don't like nothing changes about that.
Yeah, favorite nation. All the housewives try to get it. Like those OGs, they get together and they're like, nope, you can't say you make more than me. I can't say I make more than you. We've been on this show this amount of time. We started this show. It's season 7. We now make this much. Both of us.
Period. So I don't think it was that. I think that Lisa was trying to be like, okay, how do I beat Bronwyn? And I don't think she knew, but Angie too. Like I kind of don't know exactly why Angie's mad at Lisa. I genuinely don't.
Yeah, we'll need that explained a little bit because even me, like I love it when they tussle, so I'm here for it. But
Yeah.
I need to know like clear because I think this episode focused on all the other ones, but I feel like Lisa and Angie are okay enough right now to where like I feel Angie would probably pull her for a conversation, and I guarantee the conversation probably won't go well, and that's what's gonna really like
Okay.
trigger off the rest of the season. 'Cause I think I feel like we've seen that before like a few times. Like maybe not necessarily with Angie, but like with other housewives where like they try to pull like Lisa for something, but it never goes right because neither one of them are actually good listeners and stuff. So they all just show up to like want to fight, and then it just parasails from there.
You're right. That's why it's so stupid when housewives are like, you guys just need to talk.
Exactly.
They always say that. You guys just need to sit down and talk. I'm like, can you just stop acting like that's a solution? Like that just, okay, that's it.
Because in the history of reality TV, it's never worked. So
like that's the problem is they keep talking.
Exactly.
Right. And then this is how much I know that Angie is not here for Lisa. If she was here for Lisa, she wouldn't then say to the group, well, I don't know if she's not here because she had work or if it's because Bronwyn is coming. Like you wouldn't say that if you know what I mean? Like you leave that out. You're like, she had a work thing.
Exactly. Because now what you're doing is leaving the door open for Bronwyn to do a lot of editorializing, and now we got some drama between the girls. So yeah,
and Whitney can't wait. She's like, it's got to be Bronwyn because we know she's not working. Well, Brittany,
I love the Whitney impression.
I don't even mean to do it. Brittany, I swear she like learned some phrases, some like cool phrases going into this season and tried to like pull them out. So, but she gets she goes, don't drag it. Don't drag her. I'm like, damn it, drag her, drag her. Okay. Like she messed up her line. And then, but fuck, I could not believe Brittany said, you're one to talk. Your business is getting dragged like crazy on social media.
Oops.
I'm like, someone has to start saying it. Someone really does though, because Whitney like doesn't talk about, she does talk about everyone else's jobs.
Yeah.
But her
Very
own.
true. Very true.
You know, and I don't even, did we get a full like rebrand again last season where when she took, what was it? She went from Wild Rose to Soul or something.
Oh, the Alibaba jewelry and stuff. What was that called?
No, that was Prism. That's her other, company.
Goodness.
That's her other company. But I don't think Whitney was about to be talking about this, honestly. Like, no, Brittany's acting like she's like, I'm at least being honest. I'm like, I don't know if Brittany hadn't called you out if you would have said anything.
It's honesty by omission is what she did. Like, it's like, oh, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't bring it up. And it's like, well, if we're bringing up everybody else's exact same scenario that you're talking about, we kind of got to talk about yours too.
Yeah, exactly. Brittany goes, Lisa's a really true friend of mine, and I'm not going to let someone throw shade when she's not here. It's another phrase I swear she learned. She's like, throw shade. She probably said it wrong. She's like, give shade. No, wait. Throw shade.
Right. Those producers were like, nope, try again. Hold on. Yeah. One more time. Here we go.
We've been over this, Brittany. We've discussed this before.
We're trying to make you cool. Come on.
And then Brittany's confessional. Lisa's like a sister to me. What? Ma'am?
We all were collectively like, when did that happen? What? Huh?
But I love Heather tries to come in and like help defend Whitney, but she ends up kind of like insulting her more. She's like, hey, don't kick a 3-legged dog when they're down.
Whitney like, well, wait a minute, bitch, hold on. Wait a minute.
It's like, this loser here knows she's a loser. Exactly. She doesn't need you to make it worse, okay?
Like, this broke ass girl does not need more problems, okay? Like, Jesus, like, wait a minute, I didn't say all that. Hold on. Goodness.
Love it when people do that. But let's now talk about the fact that they all received invitations from Angie that had a plane on it, a bikini on it, and sun. There was sun in it.
A whole beach, a dock.
If you send me that invitation, and we're actually going to be in a camper camping,
Still in Utah.
Still in Utah.
Good, you now.
Where there's snow on the ground. I'm calling the authorities to report. This is neglect. This is just endangerment.
Yep.
This is kidnapping. It's kidnapping.
I packed my bag. I was ready. I told these people I was going to Cancun for a little while. I brought my passport because sun is nowhere near around us, so I know we're going somewhere sunny. Oh no! Now you playing with me. You playing with my emotions now.
And I keep waiting. When they pull up to the campsite, I keep waiting for Angie to go, just kidding, guys. I got us this fabulous cabin.
You know what's crazy? It almost looked like she didn't know where they were going either.
Exactly.
She was like, where are we right now?
No, she literally did. She's like, I've only seen it online. I'm like,
right. Like,
well, then you messed up because this is like, I'm surprised I didn't revolt. I think I would have been like, no, I'm going to call an Uber.
Right.
And I'm going home.
It's actually like that. What you're saying seems way more Housewives. That actually is one of the reasons why this is such a good group of like television stars. Because you would fully expect everyone to be like, oh no, I'm going. Remember, you think about like Potomac, I think it was season 1, when they went to Ashley's beach house and like Robin and Giselle got stuck in those like bunk beds or whatever it was. And they were like, oh no, we're trying to find a hotel up the street. Like, this is ridiculous. But this group, I feel like this group is still fresh enough to where they're like, oh my God, this is going to make the most insane, stupid television. I cannot wait to actually film this. And they're there.
It's like, I think about how, if you think about the activities that they do on Salt Lake City, like they make them work.
Right.
For this shit. Like, the Beverly Hills women are never going to like zip line in the middle of the day or go camping and not let them know exactly that, like, glamping was bad enough when they did that, you know? So, but like, I think about like Orange County. There's an episode of Orange County one season where they go and like milk cows. And they're getting like geared up and all the stuff because they're gonna get shit on by the cows. And I was like, Beverly Hills would never.
No, not in a trillion.
I was like, this was almost torturous. Like, they don't need to do this. Like, guys, I feel kind of bad for them. But the Salt Lake City women, they show up. They have to do obstacle courses all the time. It's like so much outdoor stuff.
The only thing that surprised me is that they weren't wearing like ridiculous costumes. Because normally when you get something like this in Salt Lake City, it comes with like a full like Mayflower, like pills,
right?
Like some kind of costume they got to wear for this. And we saw in the trailer a lot of costumes coming. So
I know, right? They made sure of that. They're like, oh, we need as many as we can for like the visuals.
Yes.
I will say the spread Angie had at lunch was promising.
Yes,
the sandwiches looked really good.
I noticed that too. I was like, but you know, I feel like I'm always like hungry, so I'm always looking at food more than I'm actually paying attention to scenes. I'm like, ooh, that looks. I wonder where she got that from. Hold on, is there one of those near me? Is that McAllister's? What is that? Okay.
No, the sandwiches were delicious looking. So it's like, okay, we're it's all right now. It's okay. Brittany pulls out the cameras, the camcorders. Because I'm the girl who records things. Haha. I'm like, oh, this is going to go so bad. But then they loved it.
Right.
It's because they all like being on camera. They're like, ooh, more opportunities.
Exactly. And even Mary was up for it. She was like, okay, let me see. My favorite part of this episode, I had the thread about it the other day, was when they were on that bus, like before they had gotten there. And Brittany was like, oh my God, we're going right by my house. And Mary's like, well, we can drop you off if you want us to. That made me audibly cackle. I was like, this is so stupid.
Because I wish I could enjoy Brittany's crazy. I wish I could. It's hard for me. Like, it's like but like,
is she kind of a sore thumb for you?
Oh yeah. It's just like, she makes me uncomfortable because she's so like weak and like, I don't know. She just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But Mary's dislike of her,
is
worth it.
Yes, absolutely.
Because she just shamelessly doesn't like this woman and is not trying. And even when she's doing it lately, she's been doing it press because the season's coming out. And when she goes through everybody in the cast, she pretty much says she loves everyone, even if she has some issues with whoever. But then when it gets to Brittany, she's like, you know, when people just annoy you.
As Garcelle would say, she's just a little gnat. Just a
She's just
gnat.
like, just can't, just, I'm never going to go there. I just love it. Just
I know.
shameless. Love it. So Angie brings up Lisa not being there. And now this is the topic of conversation. And Heather's confessional, I'm sorry, she gets it right. She says, it just seems like it's Lisa's way to say, I'm not sure I'm into you guys as much as you're into me.
Yep.
Like, that's exactly what she's saying.
It's a power move. It's absolutely
a power move.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a power move.
And I feel like you can't do this necessarily with a cast that's been around for like 10, 11, 12. Like, we've seen OC is about to be in their 20th season. So like, I feel like you can't do it with a group like that, but Salt Lake City is still young enough to where she can do that and know that like she'll still be like the topic of conversation because she's not there. But like 4 seasons from now, that won't work because it's like, oh well, we're all mega stars in our own mind, so we'll just keep this going ourselves. So
it's so true. That's so true. But Whitney can't wait to jump on this. And here's my point again. My point again is that Whitney was not planning on talking about her shit. Because what she does here is go, well, I mean, she hasn't shared anything with me, but I read what's online and there's a lot of people accusing her of crazy accusations. And like, okay, but by the way, then Bronwyn, I forgot that like Lisa kind of got Bronwyn bad with the whole jeweler thing. Like that was like the reason why she couldn't get away with that lie was because Lisa had this evidence against her. But nothing says like I'm guilty of those things than trying so bad to deflect on the person that kind of busted you. So she's like, wow, for somebody who's so worried about my finances or your jewelry or what your husband may or may not have done. Well, that's interesting that she can't be here. Okay. Like, girl. You like she I guess like Bronwyn owned up to the necklace thing. Yeah. I do still think there's other loose ends that she was kind of iffy about, like Todd's affair. That became, like, was it an affair? Because she really backtracked it.
Because I'm right, and I feel like that's supposed to come up this season, and I don't know if she's gonna bring it up or if it's gonna be forced up by other people. So that's always interesting. And by one, I want to say real quick, shout out to Alex in the comments. Everybody go and like the live. Make sure you like the live.
Oh, thank you. Yes, like this live. Thank you. Thank you.
I remember you saying to remind them, and I was like, oh, only I have the comments up. I can say.
Thank you.
Also, shout out to Chloe because I think it's super chat. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Shout out to Chloe. Super chat. She said my 2 favorites. Thank you, Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Kendrick, for moderating that.
Yes.
But Bronwyn has like a whole monologue prepared for this. She goes, Lisa's go-to accusation is all of us are liars when she doesn't like what we say. And she's the one pointing it out and never sharing with us what's hard or difficult or messy or frankly, maybe even fucking bullshit about her own life.
You know what this scene showed me is really, I mean, I feel like we've always known, but like Heather, even when she's like on your side, I don't know how capable she is of like being a like true friend of someone. I feel like her first priority, which I mean, I'm thankful for because I'm a viewer. I feel like her first like inclination is to like make good TV. And so whenever someone's doing like a rant like this or something like that and Heather's on the other side, she always does this thing where she'll like kind of set them up for the next part.
Oh, you're
so,
right.
Like, yeah, Bronwyn says all that. So, Heather will say something like, okay, so what? Are you saying that Lisa is this big criminal and she has all this going on, like doing all that? And then Bronwyn's like, well, since you brought it up, and then this whole other thing starts. And Heather, if y'all notice, Heather is very good at doing that throughout the seasons all the time. And I'm always like, touche, Heather, touche. Okay.
Oh my God, that is too freaking funny. But Heather also plays dumb, like she hadn't seen the lawsuits.
Exactly.
She's like, I have no idea. You have no idea. We all saw them. They were everywhere. It was, but, after the reunion, especially, like, it was all over the place.
Yeah.
But then Angie goes, Heather, you might say it's similar to what Jen Shaw did. What? I like how Heather goes, what the fuck are you saying from your mouth, Angie K? What are you? But I love how Angie kind of goes, okay, that might have been a little too far.
Yeah, she's like, whoop,
Like
okay, bring it
almost
down.
immediately, she's like, wait, take that back. That was too much. But
Brilliant.
but again, Bronwyn can't wait. She's like, oh, you just said that comparing someone to Jen is too far. What about when she compared me to Jen Shaw? Was that too far? I'm like, I forgot Lisa did that, which was unnecessary of Lisa to do. Like too far. Yeah, ridiculous.
It's so funny because like most of us, I won't say all because there are people that like will note it all and like bring it up later, but most of us forget stuff until the cast brings it up again. So like Brahma, I would have completely forgotten she compared her to Jen Shaw, but Brahma was like, oh, remember when she did that to me? And I was like, oh yeah, she did do that to you. Why did she do that? And so now my mind spiraled. I'm like, wait a minute, what caused that? What happened with that? It's like sometimes less is more. Let's just
yes, exactly.
Let's just shush.
But then Heather calls out Bronwyn for the necklace. She's like, I'm not going to listen to all this shit when this is retaliation for the necklace. Mm-hmm. Now, I guess this is a tough one. This is not easy. Bronwyn had to have known this was going to come up and she was going to have to admit this.
Right.
So what she says is, I should have not tried to be cutesy about it. Mm-hmm.
True.
I don't know. I guess that's not what she did. I think she really like genuinely lied, though. I think it was like an outright, like, I'm going to let them think we got this. Because even like at the reunion, she was still saying that. And wasn't Todd going with it too?
Probably. I think she felt like because of all the stuff that had transpired, I think she genuinely thought that like her like being a housewife buying a necklace would not become a thing, but then it wound up being like the whole first part of the reunion. And so it was like, oh, now we gotta focus on it. So
no, you're totally right.
Mm-hmm.
Heather then goes, does everyone here know what it's like to be on a trip with your friends and all of them are talking about you? And Mary goes, I do. Lisa did that to me. And I completely forgot. And they've never like addressed it. And Lisa's always maintained that in that moment where she was like, Cameron sold his house for however much money and gave her $40,000, whatever she says. Mm-hmm. Because then Lisa goes down and like starts talking to Mary in her room. So Mary doesn't know that all this was happening. Like, so yes. Was that a couple years ago now? Yes. Mm-hmm. But like Mary is not forgotten.
Remember, that was the whole reason, like, allegedly, according to, like, what Andy was saying, the whole reason why Mary quit the show. She's like, I'm not coming to this reunion. I'm not doing all this because y'all were trying to paint me out to be a criminal. So, like, that was a whole thing. I'd forgotten all of it. I see that going right back to my point. I forget about so much of this stuff, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, shit, that is right.
And this is an example of when you should use flashbacks. Because sometimes they overdo the flashbacks, but this is exactly where you put it in here because that's years ago and that's important. It's when they start putting in flashbacks of like something that happened in that very episode. Like I'm like, we already know what they did.
We're watching it. What do you mean? Like, okay, I'm here.
Exactly. I'm like, I know I have a bad memory, but even I remember this happened.
Exactly.
My God. And Angie can't wait. She's like, yes, she has said some things and she has had information outside of Brittany about everybody at the table. Now, I'm like, Angie, you kind of need to chill because you also like to throw shit out about people.
And I'm like, I almost like I didn't want almost anyone except maybe Mary, maybe... Yeah. That might be it. I don't know. I'm trying to think who else on the cast, but I'm like, because all of y'all, none of y'all can be like, oh yeah, that's right, she does do that. Because I'm like, well, all of y'all, like Meredith, I mean, y'all were calling her out left and right for being like a Finsta account, doing this to other people, and Heather, God knows she does it. She did it to Monica first, then Bronwyn next because she didn't trust new people because her best friend was a whole scammer and all. Like y'all as a cast, y'all love to do this. So I don't know if y'all can don't shake your head too damn hard, okay?
Exactly. But this is where Bronwyn goes. Look, I'm not saying Lisa's a liar. I'm not saying that she owes that money. I'm not saying that she stole it or that she's a fraud. Heather goes, you're literally saying all of that.
Yep.
Like when she keeps like, I'm not saying that she's a criminal. I'm not saying that she's committed financial fraud. Like you're just saying all like the things that put her in the headlines with that headline.
Right.
Like Lisa Barlow criminal.
I'm not calling her like the financial Jeffrey Dahmer. I would never say that. Like, no, it's okay. I'm not calling her that.
Just like workshopping some
Right.
potential headlines here, maybe, guys. I'm just gonna throw out some more here.
There we go.
And Angie, but this is where you know. This kind of goes to what you were saying.
Mhm.
Angie goes, I'm not saying anything I wouldn't say to Lisa's face. Yeah, right. And that's what goes to your point. Like she's going to have a talk with Lisa. And Lisa's going to hear that this is the shit that was being said. She's going to be like, well, that's not funny. Not happening.
Actually, that's probably is what's going to cause everything because she's going to go back and be like, well, yeah, we had conversations about you. You weren't there. And, I told them this and that and this. And Lisa's going to be like, well, you told them that. Well, what about this about you? And then they finger pointing the whole damn time. And we know these conversations never go well. So
that's exactly what it's going to be. So Meredith steps and she's like, we should all stop talking about Lisa. And then they do their activities. And the activities are kayaking and fishing. Again, how they didn't just say, go fuck yourselves.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that. But I love Meredith. Meredith's fishing and she keeps asking how long it takes to catch a fish.
Me.
I am Meredith, I wrote.
Right. Like,
no, but like seriously, how long? Like how long do we have to stand here for? Like I'm not even kidding. But the best is, and I'm actually going to give the credit to the editors on this.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it went the way that they show it on the show. I think they added it, but Mary starts talking about how you can bring a fish back to life. And Meredith goes, well, how do you do that? And Mary goes, what's your name again? And the guy says, Dusty. And she says, Gusty. But they loop it to where he says it again. I don't think he did. I think he said it once but it was the timing of it. Dusty, Gusty, Dusty, Gusty would know.
Yeah.
And also
you can tell how they cut it because it cuts like Mary's about to say something else after that. But you can tell they cut it real quick. It's good.
You saw that too. I was studying that. I'm like, because if this is really how it happened, that's incredible. But because they edited that, I'm like, that's just good editing. So props to you guys. Okay, that's good writing.
Good job. Love it.
Because also, what's Gusty?
Right. And you know what's crazy? Listening to it, I was like, is he saying Gusty? Because it sounded a little like Gusty to me. I'm like, Gusty? What is he saying right now? So I wasn't even mad at Mary. I was like, that almost, it does sound like Gusty. Maybe it was the wind. Who knows? The water.
Gusty would know. And like, I just imagine Mary giving a fish like mouth to mouth.
Right.
I actually can see it completely. No, I'm like, there it is. Yep. Little tiny like goldfish, like, come on.
Right.
Come back to us. So dinner that night is where I would have called the police. Because now this isn't funny. Now we're stuck out here at night. And you don't have proper accoutrement.
Yep.
You don't have anything to cook it on. It's just like an open flame.
Ugh.
And then she forgets all the other stuff, like the things you need.
Yep.
Oh,
And y'all telling those stories about somebody who died out here. So I'm like, oh, no. It's time to pack it up. Let's go.
It's time to leave.
Yep. I've seen The Conjuring too many times. Let's get out of here. Ready to go.
Like, no, thank you. Heather is like helping Bronwyn with her hot dog or something. And she's like, see guys, like we're cool now. Being in nature helped heal the friendship. And Angie can't wait. So she goes, do you think it's that or we're here without Lisa? And you can actually be yourself. I'm like, girl, that is the messiest fucking thing I said. That is just some messy ass shit.
Right. But also answer. What's the answer? Because I want to know.
Oh, wait, this goes to what you said earlier too about what Heather will do. Because she plays dumb. She's like, well, who feels like they're on the outs with Lisa besides Bronwyn?
Yep. Yep.
And then cue the okay, all right. I guess we have to all listen. And so Whitney's like, hello. And then, okay, but I'm gonna fucking nail Whitney on this one because she goes,
Uh-oh.
the very day after New York, Lisa went online and started calling me a liar again, and it was horrible. Bitch, you were lying about I'm sorry, you need to chill out, Whitney. You have been nothing but a mess.
Remind me, I remember something about like a threesome. Was that the lie, or was it something totally else? I remember who said the threesome thing.
Honestly, the lie was that Lisa was the one who leaked that story about Alibaba.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Whatever, and that was
That's
it. But
right.
then also, yes, like the threesome story, which that was so stupid to even believe at any point.
Mm-hmm.
Someone one time, because a lot of the time, a lot of Bravo fans like to come up with like threesome theories. And one of the funniest threesome theories to me was the one that Ramona, Sonia, and Mario were in a threesome. Because can we even imagine Ramona in a threesome? Like, oh my God, okay. Oh my God, okay. No. Oh my God, no, absolutely not. Like, no.
You got to have 3 chill people to do that. Like, no, that's not going to work.
Absolutely not. Like Carol, I could see Carol in a threesome. Yes. Absolutely. But yes. Ramona, Sonia, sure, because Sonia will be like so drunk, she doesn't know where she is. She's like, I don't know, whatever.
Right.
But like not Ramona.
No.
Okay. Not
least likely.
And not Lisa. Lisa's not, they're not having a fucking threesome. That is so stupid, you guys. Come up with something better. That's what it is. But then here comes Brittany again. I think it's a little hypocritical of you because I have a question. And they cut to Mary and Mary goes, oh God.
That was Mary's way of saying, this is what I'm talking about without even saying it. She's like, oh God.
Here we go. Here she's going to start up again. Here we go. She goes, why would you say something so horrific like you? I can't even say it. It's so crass. That you do Jared for money. And I forgot to mention earlier in that fight, when Whitney was clearly losing the battle, she's like, what do you do for money? Suck dick? What? Well, Brittany has not let that go. Brittany's like, well, you were trying to shade Lisa about her business, so I asked about your business, but that was a new low. And finally, that's when Whitney finally snaps and tells us that she had a business that failed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I don't think you were going to say this at all. And then she says, I swear she said this before. Justin went all in with me, and now we have nothing. Didn't she say that about like her rebrand or something a couple seasons ago? I could have sworn I remember that's been saying that.
Reverberating I feel like this is the 3rd season that's been like a reverberating thing with her business, and she's like rebranded and then it failed, rebranded again and it failed. Also, Justin, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I don't, because the way they made it seem, he was like this really smart financial guy and he had all this money and he was high up at this company. Like, I know he lost his job, but like when I'm losing my job, my first thought isn't, okay, well, let's go and throw all this money into Alibaba. Or listen,
exactly. It's confusing. It doesn't even make sense at all. But then Whitney has the nerve to be like, I don't need my friends bringing this shit on a girls trip and rubbing it in my face. I'm like, girl, you were doing that with Lisa. You were just, but then she catches herself.
With everyone. That's Whitney's whole thing.
By the way, Brittany is now Brittany cannot hide her smirk. She's trying so hard not to like be just gleeful at this admission, but she's like she's like, I'm really sorry, Whit. She's literally smirking. But again, Whitney knows that she's being a hypocrite. She's like, don't talk unless you know facts. Like Bronwyn brought facts. Those are court documents. Mine are TikTokers who want to get famous off of my failure. What? No, girl. No, that's not, no. Whitney, no. But then she goes, I'm not afraid to admit it. Well, but then she goes, I think I don't have lawsuits against me. I just have a business that failed. I'm like, are you really trying to make yourself sound better than Lisa right now in this moment?
It was odd. Like we could have went a lot of directions. That was an odd choice. I'll admit. Like I, I don't mind Lisa catching the straw. I don't mind any of them catching strays.
Any
That felt like a right. It felt like a random one to throw right now. I'm like,
yeah.
where are we right?
Yeah, like you're talking about your failed business and you're trying to flex. Like, oh, it's not like I have lawsuits against it. And like, you don't have a business.
And this is one of the things that actually, one of the random things, because like I'm not like, I feel like this could be taken as like defending Lisa like to a fault, but like I actually across reality TV, one of the things that always like strikes me as odd is when they bring up lawsuits against a business, and I'm like, that happens almost very regular, especially like I mean, if it happens in Zimbabwe, it might be a different story, but America is the most litigious country on the planet, single-handedly.
We love a lawsuit.
When anything happens, a lawsuit is being thrown. So I'm always like, okay, well, what was the result of the law? Like, obviously, like if it was something like where the company admitted like something happened, they had to pay this huge like a cash payout, then okay, bring that up. That's something that like we need to know. Like that's something that like the business is at fault. But bringing up just like, oh, they're getting sued here or they're getting sued there. Well, yeah, like 9 times out of 10, it's probably just gonna get dropped by the courts anyway. So that's always weird to me. That's just I needed to step on that soapbox for a minute because that's always weird to me.
Well,
like,
and that ends up I think all of them were dropped.
Oh, that sounds about right. See?
Yeah. So I feel like you're not wrong there. But like, right. And that was also Lisa's vibe on Chicks in the Office. She's like, whatever. We have like so many businesses. Like we're always getting sued. We get sued all the time. It's just like part of doing business. Yeah. Like and then she's like, all of them get dropped. It's like no big deal. Like she just was not fazed by them at all.
You know what this randomly made me think of? It's so stupid. You remember when Karen Huger and Robin sat down? That was like back in the the big Karen's press conference days, and she kept telling Robin, well, you got to make millions to owe millions.
I think about that line all the time.
Like I'm comparing it to this, and I'm like, that's very different because yeah, you do have to make millions to owe millions, but also you got to pay them. Like, what do you like? That's kind of a different scenario, Karen. Like,
Kendrick, I honestly think about that line so often.
It's so
almost,
ridiculous.
Like I swear, it almost like taught me something. Like it's like you have to make millions to owe millions. I mean, she's not wrong. Like it's just
not wrong.
Like, like that line affected me, and I think about it all the time.
You learn from reality TV all the time. Okay.
I love that you brought that up because I often think about that. I'm like, well, you got to make millions to owe millions. So.
That part.
But okay, Brittany walks over and starts hugging Whitney. In the middle of this, Whitney goes, I'm going to need a minute for a hug. And then Brittany goes, well, I still want an apology for the dick sucking comment.
Like, this show is not real. Like, what is happening right now? Like, what am I actually watching? And it's so funny because Whitney was sitting there for a minute, and you can tell she was trying to decide which way she was going to go. She's like, am I just going to move
let her
through this
do
and
it.
let her hug me, or am I gonna call this out? She like genuinely stops for like 30 seconds. She's like, I need him. I don't need a hug right now. Like I need him. And Brittany's like, oh well, my olive branch was rebuffed, so let me attack again.
That's exactly what happened. Like, oh, you think she's like, I'm about to win this. Brittany thought that, and then when you're not going to accept it, she's like, well, guess what? I'm so upset.
Right. I'm still the victim. Thank you.
So Brittany's like, I felt like I was a punching bag and I don't want that anymore. And Meredith, Brittany, we don't want to hear it. The one person who was kind, you went after, and Brittany can't wait. She's like, I've been waiting for this standoff. She goes, who, you, Meredith? You turned on me on a dime. We were good friends. And then I know, I'm like, there's no way that's accurate. There's just no way. So Meredith being like, we were barely even friends. I barely even knew you. How many times have we talked on the phone? Twice. And everyone laughs. Like everyone laughs at this.
So stupid.
And then she goes, and we went to lunch for a couple hours.
Jeez, if you can remember all the times you and your friend did something, you probably aren't that good of friends.
Exactly. Like if you can name in the hours spent together, then it's probably not. And then she goes, don't laugh. Well, you used me.
Oh no.
as a punching bag for your latent aggression. Oh, you practiced that one too.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Oh
because I
yeah.
don't even understand what the hell you were saying right now. What does that even
It
mean?
literally Brittany, like at some point, because I actually, I actually enjoy Brittany on this show. I think she's a great. First of all, I think they have her doing way more than like a friend of ever should. But
Yeah,
I think she's doing. I actually think
she's showing up.
maybe it's the right. She shows up. Maybe it's the punching bag part that I enjoy. I don't know, but I like her on here. But she has to pick whether she wants to be like this Broadway like singing opera star person she's trying to portray, or this like Mormon, like holier than thou, like I don't do that kind of stuff person. Like, oh, I can't even say it. It's so foul. It's so cruel. Like that person, like you gotta pick one. Like all these personalities are kind of battling on this show, and I never know where we're going.
That is
ever.
a very good way to put her personality. Personalities are battling each other.
Yes, all the time.
So okay, they stop, and then Heather comes up with this idea to go on that awful scary walk.
Yes.
And this is where we get this like full-on Blair Witch like moment where I refuse to believe that this is real. The footage of them like freaking out, and then Meredith being like, I have to go, and then dropping her camera.
Right. Blair Witch Project style.
I'm like, this has to be like, I hope it's a joke, because if that was really what's happening, because also they didn't walk that far. It seemed like they just kind of walked like a little bit, and then it was like, where are we? How do we go back? I'm like, this better be fake, you fuckers. I swear.
Right. So stupid.
Because I will respect Meredith so much if it was fake.
Right.
So much. Like I'm like, commitment. You all really gave it to me, and I really appreciated that. Like, because that means a conversation was had. Like, guys, it's like, let's make these funny videos.
Right. Let's zhuzh
like,
it up a little.
But they're like, you made us come out here, Heather.
You and your ghost stories.
I don't do that. I'm scared in my own apartment of ghosts and like things. Yeah. I don't do that.
Oh my God. You know me. I'm like partially insane because like I watch like true crime and stuff when I'm alone. See, it's not like ghost stuff that like creeps me out, but when I watch like a true crime something, suddenly I hear like all the knocks. I'm like, it's always serial killery too. That's what it is. It's always that stuff because I'm like, oh well, I'm the next victim. Here they are. Okay, let me go greet them at the door.
100%. 100%. Or like when you start to just see these various scenarios that can occur. Just like I was just in my house, and this person who'd been stalking me for a year suddenly broke in. I'm like, well, fuck, do I have enough reinforcement? What if that's been happening to me?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I am being stalked. I wouldn't know.
Right. They're good at it.
If they're doing their job right, then I would have no idea. So yeah, then you start to calculate like your own safety. You're like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Like, let me tell you something. Socks is always like out. She wouldn't do a damn thing. So I'm just letting y'all know. It's me versus whoever it is coming in here.
It doesn't help either because my cats, they always get fixated on something and nothing's there. But I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
Like, like start staring at something. I'm like, please, do I need to run?
All the time. Socks will hear like the sink drip. Like she'll be like dead sleep, and she'll like look back there, and she's like looking up there. I'm like, what did you just hear? Like it is midnight. What did you just hear coming from the kitchen? Like what's happening right now?
No, my cats have done that to me too many times. Where they both were like, oh, and I'm like, what is it? We're all panicking. Oh my God. I'm not equipped to deal with it. Yes.
No. Good God.
Okay, so how would you rate the premiere and like give it a grade, like a B, C grade?
Oh, okay. I really enjoyed it because they're just a fun group of girls to me. I'm gonna give it a B plus.
Okay,
I give it B plus.
That is fair. I'm gonna give it a I'm going to give it an A minus.
Okay.
And I'm going to explain why I went up. I was going to go B plus, but then I remembered,
I was teetering between the two.
Yeah, because they did actually stay and camp and and committed to that. And so that is big. Like, I just don't know how they got Mary.
Truly.
I don't have any idea how that works. And are they sleeping outside
I think
or
so.
in the camper?
Well, what did she say? She answered the question. I think maybe in the camper, because someone blatantly asked her, and I don't remember her response though. So maybe it is outside. Ugh.
Because like you can't all be in a camper. That's horrid.
Right.
All crammed in there. That's just awful. All right.
Ooh.
What are the A, B, my I'm seeing the okay, what are we doing in the comments? Sorry, I haven't even been able to look.
Yes. We got some super chats.
Thank you.
Yes. Got a new member. Hi,
you.
Chloe.
Oh, hi.
Chloe parentheses cat lady. I know that's right.
Oh, and you know what? That's like Kendrick now.
Okay. Three total. I don't know where the fourth one is. There's a lot happening outside. Okay. We have Nisha. Nisha's another super chat. Hi, Nisha. She said, hey, you guys, Salt Lake City is great for a laugh. Great news. I adopted a stray kitten from work. It's 8 weeks old. I'm a new mom. My other boy cat, I think is adjusting, or I think is adjusting.
Oh.
Uh-oh. They'll get it together. Takes a minute.
You
They'll get it
adopted
together.
a stray kitten. See, that's like you know how what is that? What is it? The cat distribution system.
Mm-hmm.
It's never picked me, but it has picked you, obviously. But
clearly, good.
I'm like, I'm actually kind of grateful it hasn't, because I already have 2 cats.
Yes.
And there's no way I wouldn't be like, well, this cat's mine now. Like,
right.
I'd have to take it, but like, I can't do that to my 3 cats in an apartment. That's too much. Did you watch Orange County?
I haven't watched Orange County in like 3 weeks.
You know what? I kind of knew you. I don't know why, but I knew you were going to say that.
I'm just kind of falling off, and it's just, I don't know. This whole season has just been kind of. I'll tell you one thing too. Whenever I get on Instagram and like, oh, this gonna sound so mean, and take it how y'all will. Whenever I just see like Gretchen just sitting, like sometimes without makeup and stuff too, you never know what Gretchen looks like is the thing. And so whenever I see her, I'm just like, get off of, like, I'm swipe, like, get out of here. I'm sick of seeing you. I'm just sick of seeing Gretchen. I don't know why, but I'm just like, I'm tired of like being and when she popped up with that like pink number on with the hair flip, it was a lot. It was overwhelming for me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from this. But you know what? I will admit, I haven't been necessarily enjoying Miami as much either. And I usually love Miami, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. This season's kind of different for me. Like, I'm looking forward to like what they'll still do. Like, but Miami, I will catch up on. So like, I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind. I normally watch them in spurts anyway, so I'll catch up on them at some point. OC, I'll probably wait to the reunion. I love a reunion.
No, I totally get that. Because the way the whole thing played out with Katie and like Gretchen is too weak for them to have relied so much on her.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like even though there was all this pressure to bring Gretchen back, because the fans were like, now would be a perfect time to bring Gretchen back, the producers should have done their job.
Exactly.
And like interviewed her, see what she's up to, see if she was going to bring anything to the show. What was she going to share? As opposed to, it becomes like a stunt.
Right.
And stunt queens only have so many tricks up their sleeve.
Exactly. Because I think people solely wanted Gretchen back to do like a Tamara takedown. But like, when was the last time? No, like now it's like about us figuring out if you're a liar or not. It's not even about Tamara, like, and it hasn't been for a long time. So it's like, well, what's your purpose here? Like, I don't.
And that's also not a good reason to bring someone, like, that is the sole reason to bring someone back. That's not, because they still have to exist and give us content outside of like the scenes where they're going to be like taking that person down. And so what do they have to offer? And the fact that Gretchen, you didn't see it, but this last episode, she starts getting grilled by Heather and Emily about her situation with Slade, because they're still not married. Okay, so I know I kind of talked about this a little repetitive, but so I didn't know this until the scene started, and then I realized I think Heather's been harboring this resentment since Gretchen's last reunion. Because
Oh,
at
okay.
Gretchen's last reunion, that was the season where she proposed to Slade.
Oh God, yeah.
And then she started sobbing, crying that weird cry because it felt fake.
Yeah.
Felt like it wasn't real. And she was like, I can't believe of all the things you guys would say that you would think that's fake. And I swear to God, Heather's like never forgotten that she made them look like they were mean girls for questioning it.
Yep.
Because now here they are, Slade and Gretchen still not married. And so Emily's like, do you ever think about getting married? And Gretchen, you could see her calculating what she should say. And I swear, I think she like thought they wouldn't ask these questions.
Which is insane.
Yeah, I think she thought
Insane.
that she could come back and like all of those things would be off limits.
Oh, girl.
You know, I really do. I think that she like has been a nightmare for production. Probably like, well, no, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. I swear to God, I feel it. That's why they were like, you are not getting an orange.
No, right. Okay.
At all.
I can definitely believe that. Yeah.
But so she's like calculating what to say, and then she goes, I mean, I've never been against marriage. And I swear this like sparked Heather's memory of that bitterness she had from season 8 or whatever it was. Because Heather normally would like back off and doesn't get too proby, but Heather doesn't drop it. Heather's like, so what does he pay for?
Who?
Straight up. Yeah, straight up. And Gretchen can't answer. Gretchen's like, this feels like a weird line of questioning. And I'm like, okay, so he doesn't pay for anything. Got it.
Correct.
Got it. So like, this is what they should have done this already. They should have already asked her questions, seen if she was going to talk about it or something. And if they realized she wasn't going to open up, then fuck it. Like, we're not going to bring her back just to try to like take down Tamara, because now Jen looks even weaker than ever.
Right. Oh, she started looking bad like when I was still watching it. I was like, oh, Jen, like this ain't going the way I thought it would for you, sis. But okay.
And she was that's the problem. She was so confident. She's like, I got Gretchen. That's all we need. We're just going to have this whole thing. And then it just crumbled. Yep. Because so you didn't see this. And is this entertaining for anyone who watched the show? I'm just like telling Kendrick what happened. I'm sorry. But I'm like
caught up a little bit.
I need to hear from Kendrick how he feels about this. But I lost my train of thought. I got so distracted by myself.
Oh.
What was I saying?
And you were talking about, did you see Gretchen, this too? Because I haven't been watching.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, what was it saying?
Was it something with Jan? Has she been weird since I've been gone?
God damn it, I already forgot. Maybe someone in the chat can remind me what I was trying to say. Because I really don't remember what I was fucking about to say.
Lexi says Slade has been broke for over a decade. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Something about Heather. Something about Gretchen. Fuck, it's gone. Oh, it's all gone. Damn. If anyone can remember the Jen has lost all her power. And I'm like, damn it. I forgot it. Damn it. Anyway, I already forgot. It's gone. It's gone. Like my brain just went, no, we're done. My brain was like, Kendrick hasn't watched it. He doesn't want to watch it. No, I wanted to tell you because I needed to hear. Oh, this is okay. Got it. Found it. Haha. Sucker.
Okay.
Right, memory. I got it, bitch. Okay. So this is Slade's new accusation.
Oh, okay.
So this last episode, Heather, Emily, and Gretchen have like a day in Beverly Hills, a night in a slumber party at Heather's like, expensive mansion in the sky. Yeah. Which is just it's a very awkward excuse for Heather to like show off that she lives in Beverly Hills. Like it was kind of annoying. But they get drunk, they go to the Abbey and they get in West Hollywood and they get drunk. And on the way back home, someone says something about like, we should have done karaoke tonight. And Gretchen's like, oh my God, they better play my song. I hope they play my song, which then they're like, wait, you have a song? And she's 3, by the way, or maybe 4. Couldn't remember.
Wait, song that like she's recorded?
Gretchen. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Full blown. She had a couple songs. She did. She performed. She performed a couple times. It was very bad. Very, very bad.
Gretchen, please.
I know. But Emily goes, wait, does Tamara know that you have a song? Because I feel like she would be bringing that up all the time. And Gretchen in her drunkenness goes, Tamara tried to do a song. She tried to record a song and they're like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, when she was fucking, and then it blanks out the name, some guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I think people had figured out who they were talking about.
Oh.
I think it might, my guess, because some people did figure it out. My guess is that it's Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh.
Because Emily says, I'm Gen X, so of course I know who she's talking about. I know that band. I'm guessing because she's also, because Jenny McCarthy and Tamra are friends. Bless you. And Tamra has come out. Bless you.
Thank you. Goodness.
Tamra has come out and been like, this is beyond not true, because, and like the person she's talking about and his wife, we all are friends, and like we're all disgusted by this.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's just my guess, but I feel like someone may have actually uncovered it, and my guesses are never right, so that might not be.
I know, I'm like on Google right now. I'm like, who is this?
But okay, wait. Okay, so Gretchen's like, yeah, she tried to be a singer and she was fucking this guy, whatever. So they get back to Heather's place, and then Emily remembers what Gretchen had said earlier, and she's like, I want to hear Tamra's song, because I think Gretchen had said like someone sent it to Slade or something. So they're like, call Slade, we want to hear the song. So Slade gets on FaceTime and he goes, there's an audio of Tamra and this guy fooling around in the studio. And then that was sent to me. And they forgot it was still recording. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Right. Because like who knows Slade enough that would also fuck Tamra and then send it to him?
Right.
No, that doesn't. But Gretchen looks all confused. Like Gretchen looks surprised by this story. And I'm like, I thought Gretchen knew this. Gretchen's like, wait, what? I didn't know that. I didn't know all that. I'm like, so someone's making something up then.
Right. On the spot, probably.
That doesn't even track. And so then on Watch What Happens Live, Andy was like, so have you heard the track? Like, because of course Slade was there. And Slade, I think, is backtracking. And he's like, well, the producer shared it and it's on SoundCloud. What's on SoundCloud?
Right.
An audio of her having sex with somebody? Like, because we would all know that.
Right. You're not keeping much from the Bravo fandom.
Like I would have believed you if you had just said that Tamra recorded a song.
Right.
But the fact that you were like, they forgot they were recording, and then they started fooling around, and then the producer that was in there watching, like, saved that track and sent it to Slade.
So do you think like the whole thing, like Gretchen set that up knowing that they would ask about it later so that they can call him and he could lobby this to her and she could act surprised like about it?
I don't think Gretchen thought that Slade was going to say that.
Oh, okay. You think he went rogue?
I can't tell if he was just making that up right then and there. Cause like, he was like, yeah, I get FaceTime on screen time, like, so maybe that's why he like made it up, because Gretchen looked all shocked. And then the next day, Gretchen's like backtracking it. When they're doing their like little hungover massage. I swear she's like, probably because she was so drunk and she's all hungover, she must like suddenly remember that they called Slade and that whole conversation happened. And she's like, don't tell Tamra what I said, guys. Don't be mean and go tell Tamra what was said. That wasn't what was. They're like, girl, no, that is going to need to be told to Tamra.
So everyone in the comments is saying the guy from 98 Degree. I don't know if we should say his name or not, but
the guy from 98 Degree. What's his name?
Yeah, Jeff Timmons.
Jeff Timmons.
Yeah, that's what they're all saying.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, she's friends with them, and that's just a no. But again, I really don't like. I can't see that scenario would ever play out logistically.
Right.
Like Tamra and this guy go into a recording studio, start messing around with a producer who's like right there.
Right.
And then he just is recording it. And then
he's like, ooh, Slade would love to hear this.
It seems like if that ever existed, no one would ever get it, because the person who was also in the audio recording would be the only other person that would be able to release it. And so therefore be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they realized later, like let's say it did happen, and then they realized later, like, oh my God, we were recording that entire time. They would just delete it.
Right.
No one's like, let me save this and send it to someone. Bullshit. So okay, I'm
Goodness.
glad I remembered that because I needed to talk about that with you and just hear
There
it.
we
It's just ridiculous. Okay, it's just fucking
There we
ridiculous.
go. There we go.
All right, that wraps us up. Thank you guys so much for having so much fun in the chat. And Kendrick,
I know.
thank you for being perfect like always.
Oh,
And
right back at you.
hands going. I'm hot now. But all right, guys, we will see you same time next week. Loves you, means it. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
And make sure you're subscribed to and following the I Cannot with Kendrick Tucker podcast and with Kendrick Tucker on Instagram and Threads.
She's Speaking with Emily Hanks is available everywhere you get your podcasts, on YouTube, and also exclusive bonus content is available on the Patreon. If you want to support our shows, please rate and review on whatever platform you listen, or you can buy us a copy. Links for everything will be in the description.
Love you all. See you next Sunday.